morning, everyone. I am so delighted that all of you are on this Zoom. Welcome to this presentation. Our last guest for today is Dr. Jocelyn. Dr. Jocelyn is in New Zealand. She completed her medical qualification in the Philippines. She finished second top two in her class. She migrated to New Zealand in 1996, where she finished her diploma in Obs and Gynae, and then she started to specialize in family medicine. She has done additional qualifications into functional medicine, and she's currently practicing in New Zealand as a functional medicine GP. Dr. Jocelyn, thank you so much for being here today and sharing your views on activation with us.
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much. How do you follow all those amazing doctors, right? Uh, so I'm also very mindful of the time. So I'll keep my responses short, but I am really so grateful, so proud of the passion. You can hear the passion in the voices of all the four speakers. So if that is not enough what's the word, if that's not enough
Evidence,
proof of the amazing job that activation does, then what is?
Absolutely. As amazing as all of you are as medical professionals, what I know is all of you have bigger hearts. This is something that stood out when I came into this company, just to see that this is a tribe of people that honestly and truly want to change the future of health and change people's quality of life. So, Dr. Jocelyn, knowing what we have heard about activation, if someone comes into your practice and they want to know more about activation functionally, how do you explain it to them and the benefits that they can potentially have with activation in their daily lives?
You've heard the other speakers talk about, even you, Madeline, to say, work smarter, not harder. So, and you've heard Dr. Goodman talk about activation and what it is. So what I would say is if NRF2 is the master regulator of aging, and that it activates around 600 survival genes, and it helps with the production of about 100 cytoprotective proteins, then think about it as the master switch. Think about when I always liken it to the master switch on our Christmas tree lights. Yeah. So you've got one master switch, you've got thousands and thousands of individual lights. So you only turn on one switch, but you're lighting up the whole lot of Christmas lights. So that's how that NRF2 activation works.
I love that analogy because it is so clear that it's just, and I always say, when I have a look at the NRF2 tablets, it's amazing how such a simple step as open the bottle and swallow can have that much of an impact on your health. The science of NRF2 is simply incredible. It is not a simple science. Joe McCord and his team, it took them 40 years and 2,500 different blends to find the most effective NRF2 formulation. So that is not simple science, but the fact that it's so easy and accessible for you to activate your body, to flick that switch on the Christmas tree, that is something that we need to absolutely use in our health. Dr. Jocelyn, you are working in functional medicine, and what we are doing is basically taking control of our health and going upstream, like Dr. Sean said. So where do you see the future of NRF2, of activation, activating all of these genes in medical practice, and also where does LifeVantage fit into the bigger picture?
Yeah, so we are all aware that the way our healthcare system, or if you dare say sick care system, is not, the way it's going at the moment is unsustainable. We cannot afford to wait until we get sick or until things fall apart before we do anything. So obviously we have to do all that, good eating, healthy eating, exercise, avoiding stress, sleeping well, and all those other things that we do. But, like you said, it's working smarter, not harder. So if we want to live a long, healthy lifespan, we need to take that power into our hands and do what we can to the power of activation allows us to maintain that expression of our youthful genes so that we can live a healthy, vibrant life. And if you could say, if we look at our activators, one single pill activates all those 600 genes and a lot more other things that it does. The NRF1 helps with bringing back to life that mitochondria, that very important powerhouse in our cells. And then the NAD that preserves that telomere, as if for people who don't know, there's the cap at the tip of our DNA. And what it does is that if it, it's just like a shoe, the shoelace. If the tip of that is frayed, then you're going to have a hard time putting it into your shoes. Whereas if you kept that, tip free and or keep the telomeres long, which is one of the things that NAD does, that expression of the genes are preserved way in a youthful way. So you can live that healthy, vibrant life.
Thank you so much. That was such a beautiful explanation. And for any one of you listening, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording, after all of these doctors shared their experience with why activation is the future of being healthy and taking control of your health, feeling your optimized self. If after all of that you still want to see more information, please go back to the person that invited you. We have studies on PubMed, we have Facebook groups, we have websites. There's an abundance of information. For me as a health professional, NRF2 activation, it was absolutely the missing link that I've been searching for so many years, and I am eternally grateful to this company, all of their staff, the research team, and just taking the lead and being at the forefront of nutrigenomics and really impacting the way we do life. So to all of you, thank you so much for your time, for being on here, to all of our experts, Dr. Jocelyn, Dr. Ken, Dr. Sean, Dr. Gail, and Dr. Goodman. Thank you so much for your time and sharing all of your insights with us. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a lovely Saturday.